It doesn't show up with flashing lights. It doesn't knock on your door and announce itself. It doesn't come with a warning label or dramatic soundtrack. No, the thing that kills more dreams than failure, rejection, or poverty combined is something quieter, more invisible, more dangerous. It's doubt, not loud doubt, the kind that screams. No, the kind that whispers, the kind that slides into your head like a thief in the dark. Are you sure you can do this? What if you're not good enough? What if it's too late? That's the killer, not the market, not your resume, not your competition. It's the voice that lives in your mind and steals your momentum one small hesitation at a time. That voice doesn't need to convince you to quit. It just needs to delay you, to stall you, to keep you in planning mode, research mode, perfection mode, because every day you don't act is a day your dream dies quietly in the background while you scroll. Stay busy and tell yourself, maybe next week. Doubt doesn't destroy in one blow. It erodes, slowly, silently. And the worst part? We call it logic. We justify it. We wear it like armor. I'm just being realistic. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let me wait until I have more clarity. But clarity doesn't come from thinking. Clarity comes from moving. You want to know if it'll work? Build it, launch it, pitch it. You want to know if they'll listen? Speak, share, show up. Doubt dies in the face of action. That's the truth, but most people won't tell you that. They'll tell you to journal about it, to meditate, to wait for a sign. But here's your sign. You're still here. You're still breathing. You're still carrying a dream you can't seem to shake. That means it's yours. That means you don't need more signs. You need more courage. And that doesn't mean fearless. Courage means you feel the doubt and move anyway. Doubt says, what if I fail? Courage says, what if I don't? Doubt says, what if people laugh? Courage says, what if they listen? Doubt says, what if I'm not ready? Courage says, no one ever is. Do it anyway. This isn't about hype. This is about war. Because if you don't learn to battle your doubt, it will quietly kill everything you were meant to become. Not all at once, but moment by moment, until one day you look back and wonder what your life could have been if you had just believed a little sooner. That's not a regret you want to carry. So let's get practical. In part 2, I'll give you the exact steps to silence self-doubt before it takes the wheel, daily practices, mindset shifts, and real-world tools that'll help you take action even when your confidence is shaking. But before we go there, let me leave you with this. Doubt will always be there. That voice? It's part of the process. You don't eliminate it, you learn to rise above it. And the moment you stop waiting to feel ready, and start moving like you already are, that's the moment your dream stops dying and starts living. Now it's time to stop giving doubt the keys to your life. Because here's the truth, doubt isn't leaving. It's not something you graduate from. It's something you learn to lead through. And that starts with building a strategy, not just a mindset. This isn't about positive thinking. It's about creating real systems that drown out the voice of fear with proof. The kind you build, not borrow. So how do you beat doubt? Step 1. Stack evidence. You can't talk your way out of doubt. You have to act your way out of it. Every small win is proof. That time you spoke up when your voice was shaking. That time you said no when it would have been easier to please. That day you got one client, one sale, one message from someone saying, hey, what you said helped me. That's your ammo. Document it. Save screenshots. Journal your wins. Revisit them. Doubt forgets. Evidence reminds. Step 2. Set unmissable daily targets. The smaller, the better. When you feel lost in fear, don't try to change the whole world. Just change your next 15 minutes. What's one small move your future self would thank you for today? Not next week. Today. That's what breaks the cycle. Action, not plans, not Pinterest boards, not thinking about it. Movement. Step 3. Label the doubt. Don't pretend it's not there. Don't ignore it. Call it out. Give it a name if you have to. There's the voice again telling me I'm too late. There's that feeling that says I'm not qualified. When you label it, you separate from it. That voice isn't truth. It's just habit, and you can unlearn it. Step 4. Change the questions you ask yourself. Doubt loves bad questions. What if I fail? What if they don't like it? What if I mess up? Flip them. What if this works? What if I actually pull this off? What if today's the day everything changes? Your brain will go looking for answers to whatever question you feed it. Ask better questions. Get better direction. Step 5. Stop expecting confidence to show up first. Confidence is a reward for action, not a prerequisite. You earn it by doing the thing scared, doing it messy, doing it unsure. Think about it. Did you know how to walk before you stood up the first time? No, you just tried. You fell, you adjusted, you learned, you rose. That's how this works. Step 6. Build your environment like your life depends on it, because it does. If everyone around you doubts themselves, mocks ambition, and settles for good enough, guess what you'll absorb? That energy, that fear, that average. You need people in your life who are building, trying, launching, failing, and rising again. You need people who make taking risks normal. If you can't find them in person, find them online. Books, podcasts, interviews. Proximity to possibility changes your expectations. Step 7. Learn to separate self-worth from performance. You're going to mess up. That doesn't mean you're a mess. You're going to fail. That doesn't make you a failure. This is where most people get stuck. They think the thing that failed is them. It's not. You are not your result. You are not your worst day. You are not your temporary struggle. You're a work in progress. A masterpiece under construction. Show yourself grace without softness. Step 8. Visualize the cost of doing nothing. Most people visualize success. Try visualizing regret. What does your life look like if you keep doubting? Where does it lead? Who does it hurt? Not just you. Your kids. Your future. Your legacy. Now ask, can I live with that? If not, you know what to do. Step 9. Upgrade your self-talk. Doubt feeds on hesitation. Confidence grows through conviction. Start narrating your life in the direction you want it to go. I've handled worse. I figure things out. I'm not quitting today. Speak to yourself like someone you care about. Because the relationship you have with your own mind is the one that shapes everything else. And finally, step 10. Set a date. Not a dream, not a wish. A date, a launch date, a call date, a go live date. Doubt dies when you commit in public. Put it on the calendar. Tell someone. Make it real. Because once it's real, you can't hide in indecision anymore. It's showtime. And that's where you learn who you really are. Not when everything's certain, but when it's not, and you move anyway. That's how you beat doubt. Not by eliminating it, by leading through it. Doubt is loud, but discipline is louder. Doubt is consistent, but you can be relentless. Doubt wants your dream in a coffin. You want it in the world. So build, show up, create, launch, risk, speak, share, repeat. You don't owe doubt another day. You owe your future the version of you who refused to sit back and settle. You are not here to second-guess yourself forever. You are here to lead. And the moment you act from that truth, even with shaking hands, is the moment you take your dream off life support and breathe power back into it. Today is that moment. Start here. Start now. Start anyway.